Alright, what's going on, everybody? This is William Hilton, the owner of Tax Kingdom, and I want to basically make a small presentation on exactly the reason that you should be a part of the Tax Kingdom family. You know, why it's such a great opportunity. Okay, so let's go on to first, an employer versus employee, because owning a Tax Kingdom means that you are now an employer. You run that office. So you choose who to hire, you choose, the furniture, you choose your hours, you choose pretty much everything. You become an employer, and no longer an employee. That is your office of control. So the difference between employer and employee, a portion of both of them has their own hours. As an employer, you oversee everything. So it's going to be nice that you, don't get a chance to sleep, because you have, so much returns and so much emails that you have to respond to and get in a timely manner. So as an employer and an employee, they both definitely have long hours. However, as an employer, you pay yourself. So the pay is always great. You are the top of the totem pole. You definitely get more of a financial benefit by being an employer. An employee, depending on what you do, it's okay pay, but you never get paid more than the boss. You get paid what you're worth as an employer, and as an employee, it's pretty much based on, how many people can do the job. Let's say you are a burger flipper, you flip burgers at McDonald's, pretty much anybody can be trained to do that, but as a tax preparer, not necessarily a tax preparer, but as a engineer, not everybody can do that. You have to go to school for that, so you get a little bit more, but still it's just based on what they think the job is worth as opposed to what you're worth. As an employer, you set your own hours. As an employee, you work with whatever shift they created in order to support demand, and you control your position. As an employer. As an employee, you have no control. Wherever they send you, that's where you're at. Wherever working, that's what you do. Right? Now, some facts about the tax business is it's $1 billion industry. It's $1 billion industry. And people have to file their taxes. And a lot of people are very uneducated about this fact. A lot of people feel like they don't have to file their taxes if they don't owe any money or anything to that nature. If you make, any money, you have to file your taxes. If you're making reported income, you have to file taxes. Now, you can skip out on taxes for 1 or 2 years, but at some point in time, you're going to have to file those taxes, or the IRS is going to come at you. And you don't want the IRS to come at you. For tax business is very low overhead cost, because primarily you're using a software in order to generate tax returns, so the only thing that you're really paying for is, Wi-Fi, lights, the cost is very low because you don't have to keep on buying things, paper, maybe copy paper, but with the software that I'm using, you don't even need paper. So the cost is very low. Now, for the Tax Kingdom franchise, the startup cost is zero. It's zero to start, zero investment. I want to give people the opportunity in order to break into the market, and become successful, without any out-of-pocket expenses. The only out-of-pocket expense would be getting your tax license, and I can even provide assistance with that. So the startup cost is really low. Now, let's go to other tax startups. Okay, now as you can see with Liberty Tax Service, which it's still a relatively new business, you can see that just the initial franchise fee is $40,000. The estimated cost is $58,000 on the low end, $71,000 on the high end. That's just with Liberty Tax. Well, Jackson Hewitt it's about 39,000 to 105,000. 39 being on the low end, 105,000 on the front end. Plus a 15% royalty fee, which means you pay them 15%. Initial franchise fee of 15 to 25,000. That's just before you even get anything started. Before anything is signed or inked, you have to pay that. And 6% goes to the marketing fund. Now, this is still a low cost, because they spend millions of dollars on advertising. So you're probably more than likely going to get a large customer base, coming to your office. It's a well-known name, and people are going to come in, but that's a lot of revenue to give up. That's a lot of real estate, of your revenue to give up, just starting out. And then there's H&R Block, which is the number one tax business, and it's 31,000 on the low end, 149,000 on the high end, and that's the number one. It has things for insurance, utilities, deposits. The initial deposit is very low, for the number one tax business. It's very low. But you see, for the real estate property, the furniture and decor, that here, $23,000. What type of gold furniture are you buying? But that's for number one. And also you can make a year's salary in months, and that's a realistic thing. You can actually make, thousands of dollars. You can make your salary in months as opposed to a year, right? And Tax Kingdom will be the first minority-owned and operated major tax franchise that is the goal, of Tax Kingdom. Now I'm not opposed to anybody being, part of Tax Kingdom, because the only color you're going to see is green. However, it's going to be minority-owned and operated. That's basically going to be the game plan for it. Now, the IRS expects millions of more returns in 2017. They had billions in 2016 for the 2015 year, and they're expecting millions more in 2017. It was billions of dollars in returns were filed and accepted within the first month of e-filing, which was January the 19th. And people have to file taxes every year to report income, even if they owe money. A lot of people are what they do is that they owe the government $6,000-7,000 and just say, I'm not going to file taxes. They start auctioning off kids and stuff, and they think that the IRS is not going to come after them. What I'm telling you, it's not going to do anything but build interest, and you're going to have a bigger problem on your hands. There's billions of dollars in revenue reported from all the tax offices in 2015. These are from the local offices as well as the big service bureaurs like H&R Block and Jackson Hewitt. Billions of revenue were reported from tax preparers. And H&R Block does hold the market for the number one tax service bureau worldwide with millions in revenue every single year. So you can see the potential that you have, by owning the tax office here. Now, when you're partnering with Tax Kingdom, you're going to receive training, on the software, on the IRS rules and regulations. You're going to get training on pretty much everything. You'll be able to set your own hours and own pricing. You can charge whatever you want for, preparing taxes. And you'll have a software system that's pretty much going to do the work for you. You get that software system free. You can control your own office hours. If you want to open up at 6 in the morning, you can open up 6 in the morning. You want to open up 2 in the afternoon, that's fine too. Pay yourself whatever you feel you're worth, and you can own your own company without any startup costs. It's zero startup costs to own the Tax Kingdom. And the best part about it is you make profit on your very first return. The very first return, that's profit for you. For every return after that, you get profit. Most businesses don't see profit until their first 5 years. But because there's no startup costs, every single return is profit for you. That's awesome. Alright, and then the competition is, of course, Jackson Hewitt, Liberty Tax, the local offices, and H&R Block. With Tax Kingdom, we want to compete with the top three, Jackson Hewitt, Liberty, and H&R Block. Because if we're competing with these three, which is the ambition, that's the vision, then these are going to follow suit. We don't have to worry about those. Right? Now the first year, the goals and objectives is to establish yourself with the tax kingdom name. That's pretty much a trial and error period. Where I'm going to give you the training, I'm going to give you the software, I'm going to give you the marketing in order to bring in clients. However, you have to bring in clients. Establish your name with the Tax Kingdom brand. The second year, you can start your own tax company under a different name, but it'll still be under the Tax Kingdom umbrella. However, the second year is yours to control. You still have your low overhead costs, very high profit margins because you invested nothing. You have year-round profits that we're working on, and training and year-round support. So at any point in time that you have a question that you can't necessarily answer, send an email. We can definitely take care of it. I do have a CPA on staff, that's able to handle the big questions. All right, now the team, of course, me at the top, President and CEO, but as you can see here, there is nobody in these positions as of yet. So you can be in any one of these positions, Vice President, COO, any one of these could be your position. So it's definitely room for advancement. All right. Now the tools that you're going to need is, if you're working to have a big office, you're definitely going to need personnel. The technology would be the software, the finances. I'm going to take care of all that, the marketing, the time, promotion, the products. The products we're going to have this year is $500 same day, free Android tablets, services. All of this here I've taken care of for you, so you don't have to worry about any of this. Only thing you need to do is bring in the clients and file the taxes, which the software is pretty much going to do for you. All right. Now for the compensation, you will get 50% from each return filed under your PTN. You can go to any tax office, in a startup, and they're not going to give you that high of a percentage. You're either going to get hourly pay, or you're going to get 30, 20%, depending on which one you go to. We will have a weekly bonus of $100 for everyone that files 20 returns within the week, and a monthly bonus of $1,000 for every year that files 100 returns. So you hit that 100 mark in returns, that's $1,000 extra. However, the returns must be accepted by the IRS, and the returns must be $300 or more in fees, so 300, 500, whatever. And for any preparer that does 1,000 returns, they will receive a car bonus. If we receive 1,000 returns, so if one office does 1,000 returns, we have a yacht party at the end of the year. Now, I am assuming most of the risk of this, okay, because all of the tax returns are going to pretty much happen under my EFIN. So I run the risk of being compromised due to fraudulent returns. So of course I want to be on top of things. I want to let you know that any preparer that is caught filing fraudulent returns, I'm going to make sure they're prosecuted, because you're messing with my livelihood, right? And of course, one of the rewards is for the ones with the most returns filed at the end of the tax season. It's a special reward that I'm going to keep in wraps right now. But if you come to the training, I'll definitely let you know what the reward is. Okay, for the marketing, last year I did the $500 same day advance loans. This year maybe more, but we're going to stick at the $500 the same day. So that means they come in, they file their returns, they get a prepaid card with $500 that same day. There's no cost to the customer, no cost to you. The bank takes care of everything, and it's loaded on a provided prepaid card, so they don't have to worry about having a bank account or anything. It's provided. The card is provided, but you'll receive maybe 10, 11 cards before tax season even starts. And you'll be able to put them on that. The strategy for this year is going to be the maximum refund guaranteed, right, or the client pays nothing. The software is definitely going to make sure that is a true statement. We're also going to offer audit protection that comes up with $3,000. So if they get audited by the IRS, they still receive their returns up to $3,000, and the CPA handles the audit. And of course, the social media campaign is going to target the high volume areas just like last year, which is, how I was able to get a lot of clients from last year. So I'm going, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Right. So if you do want to be a part of the Tax Kingdom community, the first step is by emailing me. Email me your name, number, and the location that you want to put the office to these emails right here. Or you can go to the facebook.com/taxkingdom and send a message. Alright, and the first day of training is going to be on either the 30th or the 1st. I'm not exactly sure yet, depending on schedule meetings. But the 30th or the 1st is going to be the first day of training. I will have about 3 weeks of training. It'll be weekly training. It'll be like 1 week of training. There'll be like 4 different groups, maybe, depending on how many people. But that's just pretty much a small presentation on exactly why you should be a part of the Tax Kingdom franchise. With bonuses, the potential to make thousands of dollars and 0 startup costs. I don't see any reasons of why not being a part of the Tax Kingdom franchise. So until next time, or until I hear from you, we'll have a meeting on Saturday, a live meeting where you can answer any questions that you may have. And until next time, I'll see you during the tax season.